Hello there, Brett and Bricks. I did get a big table. Oh, thank you. As you can see, my table is big now. I am finally downstairs in my Lego basement. Yes, indeed, got a bigger table. Let's see where I left off. Thank you for joining. If you guys can see, I'm in my Lego room. I got my Lego sitting in the back, this way, somewhere back there. Oh, jeez. Okay. Feels like it's been a while since I built this. Bag 21. Hopefully this is better since now you can see what I'm building in front of me. My goal is to get through all of box suits day. So fingers crossed. There's like 19 bags. Setup is my. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's long overdue. Honestly, should have done this from the start. I just kind of let it go for too long, but thank you. I'm glad you like the setup. It is indeed uh, much better for sure. Okay, let's get started. Love the black cloth over the top. Thank you. I think this is how the pool table naturally. Let me see if I could maybe read the chat from my phone. It'll probably make it easier. How do I open the chat from a different account? Oh, I hear myself talking. Yeah, you really can see the model much better. Yeah, you really can see the model much better. Yeah, you really can see the model much better. Oh, we picked this up. That was weird. I could hear like an echo. I'm gonna try it differently. It's all a learning process. You try different things, see what works, see what doesn't. Yeah, all the volume. Yeah, that's fine. I could see from here. Got a little light flashing in my face, so that's all okay. It's a learning process. Hope you're having a good day. I think it's really late for you, isn't it? Brian Bricks, if you're based over in the UK. That's got to be like almost late, almost midnight, 10 o'clock, I think. Thanks for joining, though. I really appreciate it. Trying to spread out these bricks, maybe help me build faster. I'm terrible at sorting. Hope you had a nice weekend. I know it's almost over. These weekends don't last long enough, but at least it's almost Christmas time. Current Kim Bricks, thank you for joining. Hello. We are in our natural habitat today in the Lego room. So much better, I hope. Um, and you can see the base of it now, so hopefully it makes for a better presentation. Look at thank you. Thank you. Hope you guys are having a great weekend too. I know it's already Sunday evening. It gets dark so quickly. Honestly, it doesn't even feel like 5 o'clock. It feels like it's 10 o'clock. These days are too short, way too short. No, of course, that's awesome. I'm really excited that you guys get to see your daughter. By the way, for today's giveaway, before you guys log off, so I did the buildable brick on the first stream. I did the cannon on the last stream, and today I'm doing a trio of minifigs. If you could see, there's the little boxy lady. Oh, this light is killing it. The little box lady, the snowman, and the boat guy. So if you're interested in getting all three of these minifigs, just comment minifig in the chat, and then by the end of this video, I'll do the same thing I've done for the past chat, and I'll give this away. So yeah, it's just minifig. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really trying to do something different every stream, so it's not always the same type of stuff. Trying to switch it up. So yeah, I'm excited for you guys to get to see your daughter. That's super cool. Family time is great around this time of year. Feeling very cozy. The trees. Yeah, the trees are pretty cool. I like the little bush-looking trees. I guess if you could call them that. They're very small, but I think once it all comes together, it's going to look pretty nice. So I'm excited for that. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it. Should have called you by your first name. I'm sorry. I'm so used to just reading the screen name on the screen, just going with that. But yeah, Sean, thanks for your. I'm glad you like it. Really appreciate it. I'm glad you guys. I'm assuming it's Kim watching. I'm like, Kim, you guys get to see your daughter. Hope you got some nice plans for Christmas. I think it's Christmas on Thursday, so I guess you get to hang out with your daughter for a good amount of time too, which is nice. I'm not taking any time off, so I'm working up until the day of Christmas. But I'm still excited to have some downtime when Christmas comes around. Some time away from my work screen, give my eyes a little break. All year, sitting on countless Zoom calls, going through countless presentations, takes a toll on your eyes. I'm missing a piece. No, I'm not. I just can't see it. I would play music, but last time I played music, they docked me for copyright on YouTube, which I knew was happening. I kind of seen it coming, but I still took a chance, and I guess you could say paid a price. So unfortunately, won't be playing any music today. But if you want to hear me sing, I could try. Oh, your parents are in town too. That's super cool. So I'm like squinting, trying to read. No, it's great. Like you should be putting names to the channels. I wouldn't say to the faces, but yeah, I'm terrible at this. I just usually read the screen name and forget that people have actual names. But thank you, Sean, for that. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I hope everyone gets to enjoy some family time. It's awesome. I'm glad you guys are excited. Any specific, I guess, do you guys have any specific family traditions that you do? Or is it just kind of like, just the fact that you're with family is, I mean, it is special enough. But like, do you guys do anything like, I know people have Thanksgiving traditions. I don't know if people have Christmas traditions too. And I guess Sean, for you too. I know Sean, you don't really celebrate Thanksgiving. That's an American thing. But if you guys have any cool Christmas traditions, be I'd love to hear some. I grew up actually celebrating Christmas in January because where I grew up, it was people were Orthodox Christian, not Catholic Christian, so it's a different day. But it's the same type of Christmas caroling. Um, if you're a religious person, you go to church. If not, you don't. So it's a different experience. But I really love how Christmas is like how Christmas is celebrated in U.S. I think it's pretty cool. It doesn't feel as um, special in Eastern Europe because it's more religious than it is like a family holiday. Like there's a bigger emphasis on the religious aspect and not family. I know I'm just kind of blabbering now. Oh, you have your oldest daughter? That's awesome, Sean. That's really cool. Open gifts and do dinner all at night. That's so cool. Those are really nice traditions. The best part of Christmas is opening gifts. I agree. I think I know I just said that myself and agree with myself. So I'm just gonna strike that from the record. Uh, but yeah, it's always nice to gather with people you love and you know get that time with them. Oh wow, I didn't know you live in the states. Where in the states did you live? That's awesome. So I guess Thanksgiving isn't a foreign concept to you, Sean. That's really cool. Um, it's a nice holiday. Well, the history behind it is not nice, but the holiday, the modern version of Thanksgiving is I'd like to think of as a nice holiday. Also brings family together. I like to think of the period between Christmas and Thanksgiving as like a nice, relaxing period. Um, unfortunately for me, work this year has not been, but usually, I know when I was younger, that month between Thanksgiving and Christmas is always a nice month. You get to relax, some downtime. When you're in college, finish up finals too. That feels like it was a generation ago. Honestly, time flies. I'm gonna try to turn this on my phone so I don't have to lean over every time to hear this. But I mean to read the comments. But let me try without the volume. Arizona, wow, yeah, that's really nice that you keep that tradition. I hope I'm not getting an echo again, but that's really cool. It's really cool that you support your wife's tradition and that you want to keep it going. It's nice. I remember one year I traveled. So obviously, no one in my family is American. So Thanksgiving is like I only learned about Thanksgiving when I moved to the states. Um, so one year we went to the UK to watch some soccer games, football. I always call it football, but people call it soccer here. So let's speak the language of the locals. So I watched soccer games in the UK, and we were in Birmingham watching West Brom. So that was fun. Not a place that most people go, Birmingham to watch games. Usually go to London or Manchester. I grew up a Man United fan, so anyways, we're in Birmingham, and over Thanksgiving, we were passing by the mall, and they had Black Friday sales, and I was so confused. I'm like, why is there Black Friday here? I thought Black Friday was like a strictly American thing. The day after Thanksgiving, people go shopping, Black Friday deals. I didn't realize how global Black Friday has become. So that was like a big sticker shock for me that, Thanksgiving is not as foreign to other people as it is, but also um, the shopping culture from Thanksgiving. I think Christmas is very commercialized. It's become is spread all over the world, if we want to call it that. But yeah, Arizona's cool. I've never been to Arizona. It's really hot there. Uh, yeah, I'm not really good with hot climates, so it will be a little challenging for me. I like the cold. That's why I live where I live because we get a lot of cold weather, and I'm definitely a fan of that. Okay. Okay, I think I built this right. I like when you build a Lego set and they give you like a little 1 to 1 comparison on sheets. So like when you put your whatever you build against the sheet, it shows you exactly how big it's supposed to look, and then you like match and you're like, oh yeah, it's great. It's just the right size, just the size I need it to be. Because sometimes when you build with like a lot of these little cylindrical, this light really doesn't help. A lot of these cylindrical pieces, they all look the same length until you like bring them closer. So yeah. Does anyone do anything for New Year's? I feel like New Year's is one of those holidays that I know fireworks is a big thing for New Year's. Like New York has a ball drop. Where I live, they have a ball drop too downtown. Obviously not the same scale as New York City, but you know it's still a ball drop. Wait, this is too big. It might be too big. These should be smaller. Oh, you like that also, Kim? Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I was so excited to to stay up for try. I'm thinking I might have done my the other part wrong, but when I was a kid, I was really excited for New Year's because you get to stay up late as a kid. But now it's like I would wish I'd go to sleep earlier because no, not really. Staying up late is not really something that's a big priority anymore. But yeah, for sure. Yeah, that you're right. That is a nice thing, Sean, for people who are getting started out. I mean, even I've been building Lego for a little bit of time, but I still get lost in these things sometimes. Especially when you look away for 1 second, then you have to refocus, and you're like, "Oh wait, that doesn't make any sense. Did I do this right? Yeah, I think I did this right. Looks right. I hope it's right. If it's not, then I guess we'll find out when it's not right. Yeah, I hate these. The no, I don't want to say hate. Hate is a strong word. I'm not a fan of these small things. The fact that we had the pine cone drop is a huge deal. Wow, what is a pine cone? I don't think I ever heard of a pine cone drop. What is a pine cone drop, Sean? That's something that's not. What do they? What's the ceremony like? I wonder. So glad that I get to learn new stuff from you guys because I feel like I don't know all these things, and then get to learn cool things from cool people. I might have to Google that later. Full people. Oh wow, I have never even heard of that. Pinecone drop. That sounds so interesting. Huh? You truly learn new things every day. It's like the ball drop. So is it? But what is a? So they're not dropping a ball. They're dropping a pine cone. Oh, that's interesting. I might have to watch how that works out. I don't know if I live under a rock or something, but that's the first time I actually heard of that. That's pretty cool. Let's just say that I live under a rock. Let's call it that. Um, I do sometimes. My wife tells me, she's like, "You don't pay attention to these things. You should be more observant." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I'm not observant enough." That's pretty cool. I know I'm digressing here. Pinecone drop. I'm definitely gonna watch videos on that after I finish this build today. Really curious to find out. Huge pinecone thing would drop from the oldest hotel or building. Wow, that's pretty cool. That might be actually more interesting to see than a regular ball drop because I feel like that's not something you see every day. A pinecone drop. That's cool. That is really cool. Okay, so now this is where I get confused because now we have two different lengths of these cylindrical pieces. So now I'm definitely gonna get lost. One at a time, Alex. One at a time. We can do this. Yes, we can. Do anything like that in the UK because we're born. You guys have your own customs. They don't have anything in London. Anything like similar to the ball drop or a pinecone drop. I would imagine London would have something huge. I never really spent New Year's in London, but um, yeah, that sounds awesome. Anyways, I'm digressing here. Uh, we are pretty boring. Um, I have to say, living close to Niagara Falls on the U.S. side, seeing Niagara Falls from the Canadian side makes me think that U.S. does not care about doing anything for Niagara Falls. Like, you go over to the falls from the Canadian side, there's amusement parks, there's casinos, so many things to do. U.S. side, absolutely nothing. You have like one hotel, like one sad-looking casino, a park, but like it feels like they're not interested in enhancing the tourist experience on the U.S. side, and all the dollars are spent on the Canadian side. Um, so yeah, in that sense, like I say, we're boring up here too because I have to cross over into Canada to have a good time in Niagara Falls. I cannot enjoy that from the American side. That's kind of sad. Having such a big tourist attraction here and you know not giving it the time of day. I think it's kind of disappointing from the U.S. side, but that's just my 5 second rant. Trafalgar Square and do a countdown, and then it's one of the best fireworks displays. Okay, Riverton. So they do have something, I guess. Fireworks. That's where I grew up because I grew up in Western Ukraine. So like obviously we don't have any ball drops either, but we have fireworks too. So like sometimes you can't even go outside because it feels like it's scary out there. Everyone's shooting the fireworks at the same time. You get hit by that, you know, not scarier than what's going on in Ukraine right now, but at the time it was pretty weird going out there on New Year's, especially as a kid because I was a little kid growing up there. Um, so yeah. Oh, thank you, Kim. I hope you have, I hope everything's okay with your daughter getting there, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening. Drive safe indeed. Yeah, I echo that, Sean. Thank you for the kind note, Kim. That it was very nice of you. It's Christmas. I wish I could play Christmas tunes, but they docked me last week when I played a little Christmas tunes, and they docked. Well, I don't know what they actually did with the video, but they noted it down as copyright. So passing the Lego store. It's very it's very appealing. we have, it's funny, Sean. We have the same thing here, um, where I'm based, where in order to get to the airport, you have to pass the Lego store. It's like right on the way, so there's no like it goes right by the highway that leads to the airport. So if anytime you go to the airport, it's inevitable that you're going to pass by the Lego store. Now the question is, do you stop every time? It's very tempting. At least I'm very tempted. Oh, they mute the video. That sucks. I haven't tried to watch that. Maybe I should try to watch that from a different perspective. That's interesting. Yeah, I think I won't be doing that again. Um, I somehow I knew that was gonna happen, and I still took a chance because it was such a nice Christmas playlist. I didn't want to, just sit there and quiet because if you look at it from my side, I'm just sitting here talking to myself essentially. So it could look a little weird. But yeah, I get it. It makes total sense. I really hope to start having these support beams come up soon, at least today, at least two of them, so that we could see what it looks like um, going up. I know it's already the third stream, and it feels like there's still so much to go in this build. Like this is bag 22, 21. Yeah, 20. Yeah, 21. Still so much to do, but it's a good build. I'm glad you guys are keeping me company. I think that is the rule. That is the unspoken rule. If you pass by a Lego store, you have to go in. You can't. You're not allowed to pass a Lego store and not go in. That's like a that should be written in law. That should be like a in the Constitution. I do. It's funny because on my way home from work, I do pass by the Lego store because I take that road home from my office, and I try to limit myself to maybe only Mondays where I go in, and other days I just like okay, um, I just keep driving. But it's very tempting, especially because for us it's the only Lego store in town, and they only opened a couple years ago too. So up until then, we didn't even have a Lego store. You only had to shop online, so there was no pad wall to access locally. So I'm glad they do have it now, but it's very tempting. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining. Um, it's gonna get very repetitive real soon. Maybe it will. It's Yeah. I mean, this whole honestly, even the base of this was repetitive. So just having having to build the base took what, two live streams because you just felt like, especially with the trees, you felt like you're building the same thing over and over again. That's why I wanted to do this build over a live stream because I think it's easier to have the distraction of having conversations with you guys, instead of just sitting here in the quiet, or even with music. I feel like it doesn't go by as it's not as good of an experience as having someone almost like cheer you along while you're building this. Okay, so we're gonna connect this now. Let's see. So this is what I built last week, and I think I connected it wrong. Nope, I did not. So it goes like this, and then this attaches here. Okay, so I think something like this. I think the light doesn't help. It's a really big. Yeah, absolutely. Chatting in buildings. I, if I had the time, I would do everything as a live stream, but unfortunately, it's not. Doesn't really. It's really time forbidding to do something like that. But I'm glad that you're here, and you're keeping me company as I'm building this. I'm so appreciative of this, and everyone I meet in the community is so awesome. So yeah, absolutely having someone to chat with. My wife doesn't want to talk to me when I'm building this, so having someone um, to keep me company as I'm going through this build is definitely a welcome experience, and one that I appreciate very much. So yeah, I know I'm just going in circles now, talking about the same thing. So I do apologize for that. I'm very sorry. Almost done with this bag, so excited to move on to the next one. Um, but I'm definitely gonna go watch the pine cone drop after this, Sean. You got me really peaked. You got my interest peaked with that. That's that's not something you hear about every day. I'm gonna really find some. Um, really, really, actually looking forward to seeing that now. Now, just playing in my mind. I don't like chatting to me, but like, so you feel my pain then. I wouldn't call it pain. It's all good because it's kind of like your own space too. You get to do your own stuff. I love my wife. I love everything um, about her, and I think had she been into Lego, I wouldn't have my personal space to do things. I have a couple things that I do that she doesn't like Lego. The sports stuff I do, she's not really interested in. She's okay watching on TV, but she's not really interested in participating. So like having these things where I could go work out on my own, clear my mind. I could go kick the ball about on my own, clear my mind. So it's kind of nice having that space. Like, do I wish she was into these things? Yeah, but it's not the worst thing, I think, to have your own um, space for stuff. Okay, this is um, very fragile right now because it's not connected. So I'm going to try to do my best to not snap anything. Okay, this goes on the outside. Okay. It is a sanctuary, yeah, absolutely. 100% agree with you. It's it's like when I travel for football or soccer as they call it trips. Would I want my wife to travel with me for these things? Yeah, but would she be able to enjoy it the same way I would? I don't think so. So yeah, these things are sanctuaries, absolutely. Okay, bag number 22. Nope, that is 24. This is 22. A lot of gray pieces here, so like everything I'm building is gray. And Sean, I don't know if I saw Kim commented if you have any interest in these three minifigs. This is from a series from a couple years ago. If you're interested in these, feel free to comment minifigs so I could do a raffle at the end. I've been trying to do something for every live stream I host so that, kind of show my appreciation for everyone showing up. So yeah, if you're interested, feel free to comment minifig and I'll add you to the raffle. But if not, that's totally fine. Just putting it out there in case I didn't make it clear the first time. It's possible I'm not the best communicator at times. Bag number 22. I want to make it to 40 today. I know we're already half hour in. Wow. Um, we'll see. We'll see if I make it to 40. It's very ambitious. I would say it's ambitious. Um, it does become repetitive over time. So let's see how this looks. You don't collect minifigs? Okay. Yeah, that's totally fine. I just wanted to put it out there. That's not everyone's cup of tea. I know there are people who don't want to miss a single minifig drop, and there are others who are happy, you know, to you know happy to just collect sets and not minifigs. Everyone has their own preference. It's totally fine. Just wanted to put it out there. I'll try to do a non minifig giveaway next time. Um, but trying to do something different. Like I mentioned, the first week, the first build I did a buildable Lego brick that was like a gift with purchase from a couple years ago, and then last week, actually Kim and Curtis got this one. It was an alt brick brand. I forgot the brand was a Canon that um, they ended up getting in the raffle. So uh, I like to I like to share the love of bricks with everyone who's out here with me on this journey, and you guys are all great. I'm um, super what's the word I'm looking for? Super happy that I've met all of you, and that I get to share the passion of this hobby. It's really cool. I'm not gonna get emotional, I promise. But it is something that I'm very appreciative of. I've met so many cool people, and hopefully I can make it out to more of these Lego expos too in the future. I know travel is not always cheap, so trying to balance the books of collecting and travel. Yeah, you know what? That's a great point. I think I forgot which Star Wars minifigure, but there was a minifigure that actually went for 2,500 US dollars, and I thought, whoever paid 2,500 US dollars, like, I mean, clearly they wouldn't charge that money if no one was paying for it. So clearly, the fact that they did charge is because there is a market for it. But $2,500, oh my god, I can't imagine like that's an insane amount of money to give away for a minifigure. $2,500. Like the amount of things you could get for 25. I could go on multiple vacations for $2,500. I could buy an insane amount of Lego sets for 20. I could get two and a half Lego Star Wars Death Stars, even though I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. Like still a cool build, but $2,500 for one single minifigure. That's you know that's my little rant, I guess. Yeah, I have to look it up. It might have been the gold C3PO. You probably know better than I do. I'm not the most up to date on all the market values of every minifig, but it probably was. You probably know this better than I do, Sean. Honestly, I'm terrible keeping up with these. I know they're like I like the CMFs, um, like the one they did for Dungeons and Dragons. I collected like 11 out of the 12, and the one that I am missing is the one that's the most rare. And it's like it's funny because when you get these sealed in a box when they come out, they're like $5, and the one that's rare is now $20. Like if you want a guaranteed one and not a blind bag. And I'm like $20 for one minifigure. I don't want to pay it. Meanwhile, people out there are paying $2,500 for a minifigure. So that makes me feel very interesting. See that. But yeah, so there are limit quantity. Yeah, that makes sense that there was only a few of them that people are charging that. I still think, even with the limited quantity, to pay 2,500. There's a market for everything. I understand that. $2,500 for a minifigure is bonkers, and I can't use another word. Bonkers. It's madness. It's it's a collector's market. I get it. Yeah, I don't know. I get it with sets though. At least you're getting like a big set. Like I missed out on the first wave of Ninjago modular buildings that were like $300 at the time of release. I think it was Ninjago City Markets and Docks, and now they're like $1,000 each. And I regret missing out because I don't think I'll pay $1,000 for a modular building. That's not something that I'm particularly interested in. But 25, I'm stuck on $2,500 for a minifigure. That's insane. It's absolutely insane. But that's just me. So, Sean, since you're based in the UK, do you watch any football, or as people call it, soccer here? If so, what's your team? I guess it probably makes it. It'll be based on where you're based region wise, right? I know it's mostly regional. Well, that would make sense. It's only in America that people follow teams from outside of the regions, and other countries where the leagues are not as big. But anyways, I digress. If you do watch, I'm really curious what your team is. That means you're almost. They would never pay the asking price ever again. Yeah. Lego makes an incredible margin on all their products. Hey, MC. Hey, Marina. Thank you for joining, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Part three means I'm almost done. Yeah. I mean, almost done with the bottom of it. not even, not even scratching the surface here. I'm bag 22. Oh man, I definitely overshot this. It's almost midnight. Wow. Thank you so much for stopping by so late. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry I scheduled it so late for you guys in Europe. Um, have different things to do this weekend, but I really appreciate you stopping by too. So it means a lot. Um, thank you, thank you. Hopefully, I'm not interrupting anyone's sleep schedule. MC hype, MC hype indeed. I know MC's on the same time zone as me, so I'm not worried about his sleep schedule right now. I hope. Could be wrong with that though, so I'm not gonna. I'm gonna stop before I have to put a foot in my mouth. Thank you guys for stopping by though. I really appreciate it. It's really cool that you're here for this social experiment. If you want to call it that. By the way, for it's always hyping all the things. By the way, Marina and MC, if you guys are interested, I'm doing a giveaway of these three minifigs. It's like a box cutter lady, snowman, and the ship guy. If you just comment minifig in the chat, I'm gonna do a raffle at the end of this. Try to do something different every time. So if you're interested, just say minifig in the chat. And I'll do a raffle at the end. But no pressure if you're not interested. That's fine. Sean is always hyping up things. He is indeed. You're coming off a 12-hour night shift? Wow. That is. I'm super appreciative of you to even stopping stopping by here after a 12-hour shift. I Wow, you're a great man. I could tell you that much. If I had a 12-hour shift, I'd probably be sleeping after. But I'm really thankful that you stopped by. That's okay. I don't mind sending it if you're interested. I'm totally fine. Um, it's not about the shipping issue. I'm not worried about that. If you're interested in this marina, then I'll totally add you to the raffle, and then But again, no worries. I get it. Just putting it out there, trying to be a gracious host. I think I'm going to be building this into 2026. I'm really doubtful that I'll be able to finish this before, considering I'm doing one stream a week. Just did that backwards. What is the big day? What am I missing? I really want to know. I feel out of the loop. What big day? Now we're all curious. What the Christmas? That is a big day. That is the biggest day of them all. I would say for the year. That is funny. I really thought there was something else happening too. Like, what big day is there coming up? Don't want to miss anyone's big day. Think big day like a wedding day that someone's getting married. I don't know. I'm just chatting now. It's not 7. Okay, so Marina celebrates the Christian Orthodox Christmas. That's the one that I mentioned before that I used to celebrate where I grew up. So that's the same principle that it's like it's a different, yeah. Okay, there we go. I know I'm not alone in this world that celebrate Christmas on January 7th. Yeah, believe it or not, there are people who celebrate Christmas on a different day, and that's a thing. That's so cool. Sean Brixey. Oh no, MC, when did you have your live? I must have missed it. I need to have like a calendar. I need to keep like a what's it called, a dynamic calendar for everyone's live so I don't miss it. I know Phil and Briggs did his first ever live a couple weeks ago that I showed up to that had a lot of people, and I was really happy for him. It's so nice to see, you know, great people get support. So that was really cool. Oh no, if you would have told me, I would have skipped Brixie's live, all their lives. I've actually never been to any of the Brixie's live. I watched Brixie's videos since like the COVID days, but I've never been to any of his lives. I've been to more lives by Phil and Bricks than I've been to by Brixie, and that says something. No, definitely let me know next time you go live. I'll definitely want to stop by. I love having conversation with you guys. Same holiday, different dates. Yeah, that's exactly it, Marina. Jim Sarah has Serbian friend. Yeah, a lot of Eastern Europe, except for Poland, because Poland they're Catholic. They celebrate on January 7th. Poland celebrate on December 25th because they're not really any Christian Orthodox there. But it really is the same holiday. Marina's right. It's no different than the other. Well, there's a couple different customs. I'm not gonna say it's the same, but same idea. It's more religious, I think. Well, at least where I grew up with. Maybe just my experience. So Don't shoot the messenger, please. I could have had a different experience. Yeah, that's what I. That's one thing that's frustrating. Bricks is not going to respond to unless you're Stud Bricks or anyone who's not part of the Lego Ambassador community. He's not going to talk to. Although he seems like a down to earth guy, but yeah, he does. He only responds to big names. You're right, Sean. It's what also what bothers me, and um, this is just my pet peeve. So uh, maybe different for others. What I don't like is when you follow someone on Instagram and they wouldn't even follow you back, and then it's like it makes you feel like crap because um, like we're all trying to be influencers, and if if I'm showing interest in your page and you wouldn't follow me back, then it's like well, it kind of makes you feel like smaller than the other person. So if you look at my Instagram, I almost have the same number of people following me as I follow them because I don't believe in, I'm too big to follow someone else or I'm too small to not respond. So I try to respond to everyone and follow everyone back because, we're all on this journey together. We're all people. There's no reason to belittle someone just because they're small or just starting out or, maybe different. I think I like I like to support everyone equally. So I never understood what these big YouTubers don't like to respond to to us regular people, I guess. Yeah, he's too big. I think ever since he's gone into that warehouse, right? I think he's got like a warehouse now. It's becoming unmanageable in a way. How do you maintain that level? It's really hard. But also, I mean, to quit your full time job to do Lego full time, and then he had kids too, right? He had like a set of twins, and to get a whole warehouse just for your Lego, like that's a level of commitment I don't think I'll ever have. Like, I hope one day to have a bigger basement maybe, so I could expand my Lego city. But a whole warehouse, that's huge. That really is like um that's a lot of investment. I know he's incorporated his business, so it's he's running it like a business rather than like a side thing, a side hobby, and his Lego purchases are like expenses. I mean, I'm not going to get into the accounting of it. It's also different in Canada than it is in US. So I don't want to claim to be an expert on Canadian tax system, but yeah, this guy's he's massive now. He's very organized from what I see, but it's huge. Also doing videos every day. That's doing videos every day while raising two kids is incredible. So but yeah, a whole warehouse. Wow. Yeah, please give me a rant. Yes, I want to see I want to see a Sean rant. I want to see a Brit and Bricks rant. Give me your biggest pet peeve. I would love to hear. Yes, please. I need to hear this. I don't want to be the only one ranting. It's a safe space. Come on, guys. If say whatever you want to say, please. I can't be the only one that has things that trigger me a little bit. And I hear a U.S. national anthem upstairs for some reason. I don't know. My wife is watching. Very interesting. Support beams coming along. Definitely want to hear your rant, guys. Come on, Sean. Let loose. Tell us how you really feel. Oh, yeah. Things that bother me. Yeah, absolutely. I stand by the exact thing that I said. I think when the support beam really comes together, it's gonna look so sweet. Right now, it just looks like a mess. Look at this. It's like in three different pieces, all falling apart. Looks pretty cool, actually. When you see like the three different sides of this, looks like a big Technic piece. Let's connect the other one. The thing I hear a lot of yeah, yeah. I think I see where you're coming from. So it's like a one-sided thing where they expect you to support them, but they wouldn't support you. Is that what am I getting that right? I don't know why my Siri just turned on. Hey Siri, don't come in here. I'm trying to build Lego. I'm not interested in talking to you. iPhones are such an interesting thing. Okay. On to bag number 23. I dropped the minifigure. No. Spawn me, yeah. Yeah, I have to agree with that. It's like, especially for creators, like, I think what really happens here is someone becomes too big and they almost like forget where they came from. They're like, sorry. Let me open these bags so they don't make too much noise. It's like when someone becomes too big, they lose a little bit of humility. So that's and they think that now that they're a bigger page, like they don't have to support other small pages coming up, even though they remember when they were small, they needed people to support them for them to grow big. So it's like they forget about um, their own principles when they get too big because they're like, well, now I'm a big YouTuber. I don't need to look at all these little guys. They're just they're just there, but I'm doing my own. Like, yeah, I think the back and forth support that we have in our groups, and I've met some incredible people through this hobby. Like, you don't, it's not the same for big YouTubers because they're so big that they feel like they're almost like Hollywood stars, even though they're not. They're just YouTubers. So I think that's the big like, oh hey Sean, it's up to you, but I don't see you go live or there. No, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Where they forget where they came from, and yeah, that's kind of I think in my view, that's the gist of it. Is everything they've practiced until they got big, they forgot about it when they got big, and now it's like, well, now I'm big, so I don't need to care about all the other small YouTubers because I'm a big YouTuber. So all you guys are irrelevant to me. And in a way, and that's again, I'm not gonna put words in anyone's mouth. I'm not gonna say that every big YouTuber is like that, but it certainly feels like they've gotten to the point where, like, for example, U.S. banks act like they're too big to fail, and they could do whatever they want because I'm a big U.S. bank. Like, what are you gonna do for me? I'm never gonna fail. So that's what it seems like, the mentality that these big YouTubers go into with. It's like, oh, I'm a big YouTuber, so there's no way I'm gonna fail now because I've made it big. So like all you people need to watch my stuff because I'm the biggest YouTuber, and I don't care if you're trying to get started. I'm not gonna support you because I'm the biggest YouTuber. So again, it's just me talking out of my ass. So ignore me if you want. Um, But yeah. Oh, thank you, Marina. I thought you were gonna say when I become big, I'm gonna stop talking to all of you. When I'm a big YouTuber, I'm gonna block every single one of you here. Oh no, you got rejected for land? Yeah. I think you just have to keep reapplying. Exactly. You have to keep reapplying, um, and keep stay at it. You're gonna get there. I'm sure you are. Just keep doing what you do. You make a lot of fun videos. I love all your reviews. And I saw you said in the chat that you have a Lego city coming up, so that's cool to see your city grow. But definitely keep going. You're gonna get there. Yeah, MC. I agree with you. They may not think that way, but also, you know, some of them do act like they're too big to fail, but not. I agree. It doesn't apply to everyone equilaterally. Is that a word? I feel like I'm making up words on the way. Um, you're right though. It's so when you're too big, it's hard to keep up with everyone, especially like someone like Brixie who has to pump out videos every day. I imagine he doesn't have the time to read through everyone's comments, even though he might like to. I get that. I totally get that. And I'm not saying Brixie is a bad player in this whole game, and someone's a good player, someone's a bad player. I totally get that. I just think sometimes, like Sean said, they expect you to support them, but they don't necessarily show support back to you. And um, I got followed on Instagram by Mr. Bookyboo, who has the cool Lego city with the Lego Harry Potter section, and I felt so nice that day. He liked a couple of my posts. I watched his videos. I commented on his videos. He responded to me. Of course, a lot smaller. He doesn't have 400,000 subscribers. I think he has like 18,000. But it still feels nice to be heard. So I think that's what we were talking about. MC. Everyone rejects MC. Way to way to uh, sympathize, empathize. Um, Nobody rejects you, MC. We all watch your stuff. You got cool stuff. All you guys make cool stuff. Everyone's got their own way of sharing their content. Everyone is, I try to I try to be there for everyone as much as I can. And I'm not perfect. Sometimes I have long days, and I may not watch a single video, or I may not go out comment on anything, but I don't forget you guys, and I try to remember that you're there to support me, so I want to be there to support you, and I don't count how many hours of each of you I watch, so like I watch, I try to watch everyone as much as I can. I just try to be there for everyone. I know I'm not perfect, and just trying out, but I don't know why I'm having these rants today and speeches. I don't know where I'm going with this, but definitely, you guys all make good stuff, and the bigger YouTubers make cool content too. We may not watch all of them, but and they may not keep up with all of us, but there's definitely good players and bad players out there, and I try not to judge anyone without getting to know them. It's judge people on character, not on appearance, and that's what I'm trying to go by. Yeah, and that's what I agree with you, MC. Like I'm still new to this too. Like I don't have a massive following either, and I don't count my wins by how many subscribers I have. I'm just happy that people are interested in watching my stuff, and people are interested in interacting with me, like you guys being here to watch me build this tower and having this conversation with me. Like that makes me feel like I have a lot of friends in this community. And even though I don't have thousands of subscribers, I rather have 3 subscribers who are interested in having conversation with me than 1,000 who will never talk to me. I dropped a piece. I dropped a piece and I cannot find it now, so that's fun. And I don't think there are doubles for this piece, so I'm gonna have to really dive. This sucks. So I just dropped a piece and I cannot find it. And I need to come up with something else to use. No, Marina, I haven't found this piece and I'm a little annoyed, but it's okay. Uh, you gotta give me some balls, yeah. I'm. You do not want to see my setup. It's all over the place. I'm trying to see if I could borrow a similar piece but different color for now, and then maybe change it later. It's an important piece, so I need it. And this is the kind of disaster you guys see me go through because I'm not organized. Yeah, I feel like land. I wish that they were clear about what they're expecting for their applications because you just apply and you don't know whether you're going to get it or not. It doesn't feel like there's an objective criteria. Just kind of, you know, it is what it is. Um, might have extra pieces in the back. Let me go check quickly. Nope, not the same piece. It was absolutely incredible how one piece could completely derail your build because it's a piece that's going to hold the other pieces, and without it, I don't know how I continue. Ugh. Oh, of course, MC. Sorry, I missed you. You love to put your dinner in there. Sorry, guys. I'm really trying to find something to fit in there instead of that piece. That's true. It's always nice to be true to yourself instead of trying to adapt for um for land. Why can't I find this piece? Oh no! Is this going to stop my progress today? Oh, that would be terrible. Oh no! I really gotta find this. Jeez. I found a different piece that I'm gonna try to use, and then when I find the other one, I'll put it back in. Oh, that's terrible. Whatever. I can't find this piece. What's wrong with me? Hey, sorry guys for the interruption. It's I don't know where that piece went. It's somewhere on the floor, but I'm losing my mind trying to find that piece. So I'm not gonna put something in between for now and then come back to it later. Uh, it's insane. The pool table pocket? No, it's not here, but it's a good call out. Honestly, maybe I should check in here. It's weird. I scrubbed the entire floor over here, and it's not there. Oh well, I'm sure it'll turn up. Gotta continue to build though. Can't just stop here. Wait, who's you guys talking about AI? I feel like I missed so much in this conversation. Yeah, my room is a mess. If you can't tell, the living room. So I still need um to organize this. But yeah, it's so weird. It's like the piece dropped right underneath, but then uh, what's gonna happen? It's funny. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna finish this build. I'm gonna go have a nice dinner with my wife, and I'm gonna come back, and it's gonna be sitting right here somewhere that I completely overlooked it. That's exactly what's gonna happen. But it's okay. For now, we have something to continue with. So um, progress continues. Nobody is going to stop this for that one. It's I'm still frustrated how that one piece just slipped through. Actually, what's gonna happen is my wife's gonna come down here to help me, and she's gonna locate the piece in like 3 seconds, where it took me like 15 minutes to find something that's not even there. Yeah, sad life. Sad life, sad life. Sean, if you have the piece I need, that would be helpful. Because right now I have two different ends at this, but it'll work out. It'll work out. I'm not worried. We're gonna figure this out somehow. gonna be a little different, but we're gonna figure this out. It's gonna be unique Eiffel Tower, one of one. No one else is going to have this Eiffel Tower because it's going to be a deformed Eiffel Tower. I won't be deformed. It'll be a little angle is going to be a little different, but we're going to change it. I didn't know that we're competing for the messiest room, but if that's the case, I have behind the camera. There's a whole wall. I think I did like a 360 view of this room, and behind the wall, I just have pieces laying on the floor because I'm too lazy to go and clean them up. So not competing or anything, but if we're looking at level of messiness, I'm definitely up there. I mean, I really want to at least have one of these support beams up today. It is about improvising. Yeah. Here's the form too. I don't think I have anything to add to that. Yeah, that's true. You are very unique, MC, my friend. You are one of a kind. There's a rapper named Tyga. He has a song named One of One, where he's talking about a lady he likes. Let's call it that. Um, so that's when you said you're unique, made me think of that One of One song. You are definitely one of one, my friend. Wow, this doesn't even fit in here. This is going to be one weird looking tower. It's okay. Figure it out. I'm gonna find that piece tonight. It's gonna happen. By the time I do my recap of this build tomorrow on my channel, there's gonna be that piece. It's bound to happen. That's how it usually goes. You can't find something and then you turn around. You take a walk. You come back from your walk and then all of a sudden the piece is there. Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about perfect, yeah, I think Marina probably is the one. Everyone's got their own unique features. Let's call it that. Uniqueness is what makes us fun. You guys are awesome. That's funny. Sean, I mean, not Sean. MC, how's your dinner going? I know you said you're going to put your dinner in the oven. You make anything interesting for dinner? Probably too late for dinner for Sean. It's like almost midnight. A little late snack, late night snack, if you like. We're treading carefully, Sean. Everyone's treading carefully. I think that's why. That's why no one said anything. It's too funny. Tomorrow's Monday, which sucks because it's Monday, but it's the Monday before Christmas for most of us. So I feel like that's a nice Monday. I'll take that kind of Monday over a regular Monday. Am I doing this right? I think I am. Yeah, I feel like gift wrapping is always like a last minute thing. I'm terrible at gift wrapping too, so I usually leave it to my wife. It's much more organized than I am. She's definitely a lot more perfect than I am. I have a, when it comes to gift wrapping, the expression I've heard my whole life is I have two left hands. So I don't know why they say being left-handed is weird in some places, but it's not at all. But they use the expression you have two left hands when you can't do something right. So I've been told my whole life that I have two left hands. So here I am, my two left hands, building an Eiffel Tower. But yeah, that's why I can't really. I'm not trusted to wrap any presents. I'm just there as a body, but I'm not really useful in that sense. If that makes sense. I know it doesn't, but if it did, putting this backwards again. Oh no, five kids screaming. Oh, I can't imagine that. Just for reference, MC, I don't have any kids of my own. So, um, unfortunately, I can't relate to any of the kids screaming. You also use that expression to left hand. Okay, so I know I'm not the only. It's definitely an Eastern European thing. That's Marina's probably the can relate to anything I've experienced growing up the closest. That didn't even make sense in English, but we'll say it did. I don't- that's what I hear a lot, that people like their own kids but not other people's kids, and that's part of it. Like when I go out anywhere, like when you're traveling or something, you hear yelling kids, and it's like, do I really want to have any of that at home? Do I really want to have kids yelling nonstop? Um, no, but yeah, everyone's kids is great, and everyone who's not their kids is not great. That even made any sense, but yeah, that's awesome. How old are your kids, MC? Never heard two left hands. Always heard two left feet. People can. So that's kind of the same thing. Two left feet, two left hands. So like, um, I feel like um, it's kind of the same thing. Like, yeah, I've heard the two left feet as well, but two left hands is the one that I grew up with. But it's the same type of concept. Like, if you're left-footed or left-handed, like you're doing something weird, which is weird because if anything, left-handed people do things just as well. I never understood that expression, but yeah. In Lego light is on. We are hiding in the Lego lounge. I love how you call it the Lego lounge. Absolutely love that. Do you have a couch in there too to make it an absolute lounge? I feel like that would make it perfect if you had a. I had a futon in here. We had to move it out so I could build the Lego city, because I told my wife it's either people sleep here or I have my Lego city, and the choice was made that I'm gonna have my Lego city and no one's sleeping here. So we sacrificed the futon for my Lego city. But I wonder, like, if you have like you do have a couch. That's awesome. Okay, so it is officially a lounge then. I can't imagine like this thing. If I didn't have the pool table, I would have the couch. But also, on a flip hand, if I didn't have the pool table, I would want to I would want to use this space to build a bigger Lego city. So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. It's like, yeah, it would be nice to have that extra space to do that. But at the same time, I know I'm gonna use it towards something different than a couch. But yeah, I don't want anyone sleeping in my Lego room, so we got rid of the futon. Lego room, Lego basement, whatever you will. Aw, that's nice, Sean. That's really cool. Maybe one day I'll have kids too. I'll be able to relate to you guys. Lego does drain a lot of money. You're absolutely right in that, my friend. It's like anytime you try to buy something, it's like, will I have any money left for Lego after? That's always the first argument. Um, yeah. Well, luckily for me, my brother actually gifted me this pool table when we bought this house. So it was a housewarming gift. Um, so I didn't have to get this table myself. You also have two daughters. Oh, how old are they? That's pretty cool. Everyone's got two. Everyone's got two kids. That's awesome. I feel like that's the perfect number. So many daughters. I feel like two kids is the perfect number. Anytime I hear someone having more than two kids, I'm like, God bless your soul. That's a lot of kids to keep up with. Two's a nice number though. If I'm gonna have kids, it would be two. You either play pool or you build Lego. You know, you are totally right, Sean. because I don't remember last time I played pool on this table. At this point, it's just collecting dust, and now we're using this as a build table. So yeah, definitely not playing pool here. Although I really should be. 25 and 34. Wow. Your eldest is older than me, believe it or not. Wow. That is incredible. Pro wrestling. That's cool. So you watch MC, you watch WWE? I think John Cena retired the other day. It was on the news. 6.5 and 1.5. Oh, you have two babies, Marina. That's so cute. That's adorable. I feel like when they're young, they're better. That's what my parents tell me. When I was younger, I was better. Now that I'm older, I'm not really pleasant for them anymore. So, uh, yeah. I'm gonna try to get this weird piece out of here. So I want to enclose this. Still wonder where that piece went, but we're gonna find it eventually. No worries. Baby devils. That's funny. Yeah. So nice. You guys have kids to keep you company all day. I have two dogs. Does that count as kids? We call our dogs our kids. Close enough, right? Um, they still need to be fed. They still need to be out there. The only difference between dogs and kids is that dogs don't go to college, right? They never leave you. Um, yeah, that's nice though. Okay, I think we've connected. All right, we got one of the support beams. I think I did it right. Oh, it's gonna be at an angle. It's tilted at an angle. I don't know if you could see. There we go. Hopefully, get to connected state because I still have to build. I think the other ones to get to that point. Um, so there's one. Number two, and then we got two more. Dogs are much easier. Yeah, you're right. They're easy. I was just joking. It's not obviously not the same as kids. um, yeah, dogs are less maintenance for sure. Got two of these ready. Says the original tower is assembled from pre-made pieces, just like a giant Lego model, while the Eiffel Tower contains 18,038 different pieces. This Lego version only has 10,001 individual Lego elements. So the actual Eiffel Tower has more pieces than this Lego version. It's cool. Cool fact. Bag number 24. Will we make it to 40 today? I don't know. Hopefully. I think these beams are supposed to go up like this. But the instructions haven't told me to connect it yet. So, I'm not connecting it. That was a little oops. Pretty sure this goes in here. Let's double check. Yeah. This thing is so brittle. Like I feel like until like the connections are made, it's going to be a little challenging. Okay. Fact number 24. Will we make it to 30? It's already an hour 30 in. I don't know. Two female cats. So I have to get two male French bulldogs. That's to offset all the. That's perfect. Oh, that's awesome. You can practice pro wrestling. How did I miss that comment? So if John Cena wasn't your cup of tea, I'm sorry, I'm just catching up on comments now. Who was your favorite wrestler, MC? I'm sorry, guys. I'm an absolute mess today. What a disaster. From missing pieces to missing comments. What a train wreck. At least it's almost Christmas. Pointless. I mean, you can eat fish if you think about it. I don't know if you will eat fish, but technically, you can. You can make soup with them, no? Ric Flair, okay. Triple H was my favorite. He was. I have to be honest. I'm not familiar with CM Punk, but Ric Flair and Triple H, yeah, those are household names. Those are names you hear about. Those are like the almost like the LeBron James, the Michael Jordan of their own sport. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I remember when I was in college, there was a WWE and what the Raw was the other one that was popular. That was fun to watch. I think one of my poles got knocked over. Ooh, the Undertaker. Yeah. Oh man, those are some. You guys are throwing some big names out there. Love it. Wrestling is such an entertaining sport. I feel like they create storylines. There's a lot of action. You have your protagonist, you have your antagonist. It's all fun, all fun around thing to watch. I feel like you can't go wrong with um, pro wrestling. Some other sports could use that because you watch some other sports and it feels like an endless barrage of the same thing happening over and over again. Like it becomes predictable. When it becomes predictable, you don't want to watch. And I think a lot of the sports nowadays are based around betting. The more you could bet on things, the better. It's interesting culture, if you ask me. CM Punk's been around for 20 years, but if you're just I think that's why MC because honestly I wouldn't even, call me a fan would be a disservice to actual wrestling fans. I'm just like a passenger, just someone who's passed by, watched like some highlights and caught like glimpses of a show here and there. But yeah, I mean, you definitely can't call me a fan. Not even like a casual fan. I think more of like a waste of a fan, waste of space for actual fans that could use for the sport. No, it's awesome. Um, they have such great stories for sure. Yeah, the ESPN advertised John Cena retiring cry. Yeah, that's a good point you make. Like it's some of these sports you watch, it's so washed down. It's so commercially washed down. Like I didn't grow up with NFL, and like where I live, NFL is huge because we have the Buffalo Bills here. So like, there's a lot of good guys on the team, and you want to root for them. But in general, I feel like leagues like NFL, MLB, they're so like I don't know. Like it's not as interesting. Like I grew up watching football or soccer, as it's called here, and even then, like watching it nowadays, like in US, there's such hype around the English Premier League, and I just don't get it. I feel like it's become so commercialized. Like there's no storylines. It's all there's no cult heroes. You watch the sport and you want to see It is fixed. Yeah, you're right. It's with the Kansas City past couple of years, it's been awful to watch. Um, but yeah, I mean, like going back to like the English Premier League, like you want to have guys who are great, like kind of like in wrestling, you have guys with great storylines, and you want to support a storyline that's like, are they the hero? Are they the anti-hero? Are they like, you know, the bad guy, the good guy? Like, who do we support? Who like these cult heroes? Like, I feel like we're missing that in today's sports, and that's why it's hard to feel passionate like about these teams because it's like, well, who are the heroes? Like everyone's the same. Like all 11 players or however many, depending on the sport, they're all just there doing it like it's their full time job, like it's their corporate job. They have to show up, do their job, and go home to their wife and kids. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's supposed to be an entertainment industry, and there's not much entertainment going on. It feels like. To include robot wars as sport? Why not? Honestly, if it's a level of entertain, if it's entertaining, then yeah, anything is a sport that could draw a crowd and provide some level of entertainment. I think sport has lost its a lot of sports have lost its appeal. It's like a form of entertainment. Now it's become a business. Like it's all about business decisions. It's not about how entertaining it is, and it's kind of sad. Yeah, the betting stuff's annoying. And thanks for stopping by, MC. Hope you enjoy your dinner with your family. Thanks, really appreciate you stopping by. It's definitely not the end. Definitely, I mean, this thing is not even close to going up. But really appreciate you stopping by. Definitely nice catching up for sure. Try not to. Oh, is there another piece missing? No. No more pieces missing, please. Um, oh, thank you, thank you. I appreciate the shout out. Yeah, if it doesn't, if you guys can hit the like button, it'd be appreciated. And again, the three minifigs, if you're interested, I have the three minifigs right here, the big trio. If you're interested in getting them, just comment minifig, and I'll do a raffle at the end of this. We're getting towards the end of the stream too. I know it's late for a lot of you guys. Uh, this is bag. Maybe do one more bag and probably call it a night. I don't think we made it too far. Uh, this thing is gonna take a while to build. I definitely overestimated my ability, underestimated the time it takes to build something like this. Why am I keep? Why do I keep losing pieces? Okay, don't lose any pieces, Alex. Don't lose any pieces, please. I have to give myself a pep talk. I feel like I'm gonna lose pieces if I don't give myself pep talk. Terrible. That's a funny little gif. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, thank you, Sean. Appreciate you staying up so late with me, with us, everyone here. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I hope you have a great night and great start to your week tomorrow. Definitely be catching up soon. I gotta catch up on some of your videos too. It's been a it's been a busy time lately, but thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. You are awesome. Thanks for the conversation. Oh, look at that. Bag number 25. Ooh, you're a dance instructor. That sounds like fun. Yeah, running after your daughter, I imagine it's a lot of work. Cannot even say that I can relate. That's awesome. What kind of dance did you teach, Marina? That's interesting. My wife is a great dancer, but I can't dance for the life of it. I just kind of pick up on random movements. You were younger. Nice. Was it like a particular type of dance that you instructed, or was it like free form? Bag number 25. Zumba, salsa, and line dance. Ooh, that's a nice combination of dances. Zumba, salsa, and line. That's really cool. I respect people um, who dance, who are dance instructors. It's such a difficult thing to do. Um, Not everyone has the rhythm or the. Now you're on to Lego. Yeah, Lego's a dance too. If you think about it, you're dancing with bricks. Always moving with the Lego bricks. That's so cool. I love learning all these little things about you guys. Um, Man, that's so fun. That is super great. What was I saying? Oh yeah, dance. Yeah, I feel like dance. Dance is a big. Honestly, you could. We talk about sports. That's a big sport too. Oh, Sean, sorry, I read that wrong. I thought you were leaving. You said later to MC. Wow, I am not reading that well. I thought you already left. I read that completely wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I feel like after a few beers, your hips loosen, so it's easier to kind of move and give a little gain a little rhythm. Ooh, basketball. Serbian players. I know you're based out of Serbia. Serbian players are huge in the NBA. I'm thinking about Nikola Jokic. Thinking about Yusuf Nurkic. Uh, there's others. Those are the big two. Like especially Jokic winning the NBA title a couple years ago. I've seen like videos of like basketball games in Serbia too. They're like they have like flares in the stands with fans. Like everything's on fire. It looks so cool. Flamenco dancing. Okay, didn't know that about you, Sean. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm like you. I can only dance after a few beers. Until you put a few beers in me, I'm looking like I'm dancing as good as the guy next to me. I'd look like a brick wall until could loosen up the hips. It's definitely it's difficult. Dancing is not definitely not for everyone. I'll say that. Stojakovic and Divac. Oh yeah, Tony. What about Tony Kukoc, the guy who played in Chicago Bulls in the '90s? He's Serbian too, no? I think. Was it Tony Kukoc? I might be wrong, but yeah, there's those are big players. I feel like in the NBA, it's huge. Any team that has a Serbian guy on their team always does better than the team without the Serbian guys. They definitely add something to every team for sure. I'm building these support beams, and I'm hoping that the brick I lost is an extra in these bags, so I don't have to look for it. But might be wishful thinking. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. Okay, this is the step where I lost it last time, so hopefully no losses this time. Not your generation. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I watched a documentary on the Bulls, The Last Dance on ESPN the other day. Well, not the other day, it was a while ago. They're talking about the Chicago team from the 90s. I was born in the 90s, so it's not really my generation either, but it's really interesting to like learn about these guys and like what they did during their time. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I realized you were saying bye to to MC. I just completely misread that. For some reason, I thought you were saying bye to the chat, and I was like, "Oh, okay, you're going you're going to sleep too." I just put this piece on wrong. What is wrong with me? Pieces are not clicking like they should. Yeah, you're still young, Marina. You still got years ahead of you. That's You're good, but yeah, I mean, after a while, when you have kids too, it's hard to find the time. I imagine for all for your hobby, especially if you're running a very big Lego channel with a lot of content you produce. So finding a time between content and dancing, I imagine it's difficult too. I sometimes have to like I always fall behind with like planning videos. I mean, planning videos for this channel because I try to fit in some sports every now and then and some exercise. And obviously, you go to work, and work is important too because you got to pay bills, you got to maintain a roof over your head. So yeah, fun stuff. But yeah, no, you definitely have years ahead of you. That's a very big compliment for sure, Sean. Maybe I'll try to get through one more bag if you guys don't mind. Really don't know how far I'm leaving myself behind going into the next stream. It really does take a lot of time to put this together. My documents say can't argue with documents, can you? Right? Whatever says on paper. That's awesome. That's awesome that you obviously look younger than your age. It's pretty cool. I don't know where I'm going with that, but yeah. Yeah, you might have really good genetics. That's a thing. I definitely know people in their 20s that look like um it is a good people in their 20s look like they're 50, and then the other way around. Obviously, Marina, you look much younger than you really are. That's pretty cool. I wonder what people think of my age when they see me in the street. Never really thought about it that way. Just kind of go through life without really thinking about my age. Yeah, Sean is full of compliments today. It's awesome. You guys are so awesome. Yeah, honestly, until you brought up the age, I didn't even know like whether I look my age or not. I just kind of assumed that people look at me and they know how old I am, but that's probably not a given. So never assume, I guess, right? Someone's age. That's how the expression goes. I think we really are one awesome Lego family. Yeah, it's so nice. Honestly, I'm gonna go back to like what I was saying before. I don't know where if I would be in the same place today with my Lego journey if I didn't meet all you guys. You know, yourself, Sean, Marina, MC, who was here, Kim, and Curtis, who who were here earlier. My accent slipped out. Um, yeah, I really, it's a blessing that you guys have. I've met you through this hobby. Because honestly, I wouldn't really know where my page would be without having you guys support. So, super appreciative having met all of you. And I'm still getting to know all of you much better than Brixie. Brixie's catching a lot of strays and he's not even here. I always wonder if someone like Brixie would ever check out my content if he would care enough to open a page like mine to you know to see what I'm doing. Like, do, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't wonder. Maybe maybe it's not good for my progress of just thinking about what Brix is doing. But yeah, poor Jordan. He really is catching a lot of strays here today. Um, that's funny. He seems like a nice guy though. Like based on what I and again, he's probably the reason. I'm not going to hide this or deny it. He's probably the reason why I got so deep into Lego because at the time of me starting my journey as an adult, he was he must have because we're thinking about him now. Yeah, you're right, Marina. He's probably going through hell right now with hiccups. That's funny. Yeah, I have to say it though. Jordan or Brixie, as his stage name is, um, I got I got into adult hobby because of him. Because like when I first started doing this as an adult, I found his channel. Again, this was like during COVID days when everyone was locked up at home and nowhere to go. And I got into it a little bit earlier, but like I really got his ears are burning. Yeah, you guys are hitting all the expressions with that. Um, so I was like, I watched this channel, and I really thought it was cool. He had that Lego basement and the stuff he was doing at the time before before the whatnots and all those like additional things that he took on. where he was just a Lego purist before he got accepted into a LAN. I think that was a while ago. So I really enjoyed his content. I don't really watch as much of him anymore. I like to watch your stuff, guys, a lot more because it's a lot more relatable. I think these days it's hard to watch, these YouTubers who are part of LAN who are not really um, part of our communities as much. They're just kind of, in their own big community, and that's fine. Everyone's at a different stage. But yeah, so I have to say, like, I do owe it to Brixie for even thinking about starting my YouTube channel and doing any of this. So I'm gonna have to give that to him. Without Brixie, I wouldn't be sitting here today because I wouldn't think that there was an opportunity to do something like this. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you, Marina. I think he is a good guy. I don't think he means well. I've seen, and again, I'm not gonna throw names out there. I've seen some people I watch that I don't think they're genuine. I think they're doing it for the fame. But I truly think that Brixie is one of those more down to earth guys. So I know he's catching a lot of comments from us in this video today, but yeah, I think he's more down to earth. His wife is a rock. Yeah, I really like how his wife supports his work, and Mrs. Brixie, right, as they call her. She builds with him, and they uh, they obviously have their cute twins together now. Their kids are adorable, um, and she helps them like record, edit stuff, and you know with this channel. And I remember they started like a separate channel. I think it was the like a vlog channel specifically. I don't know what they're doing with it now. It's kind of all over. He really does love Lego. You're right, Marina. That's you could tell that he's like really into the hobby. But yeah, he's became big, and also like it's difficult. Like that's his livelihood now. Like, that's his job. I imagine it's different when Lego's not just a hobby for you, but essentially a full time job. So yeah, yep, yep, yep. It is getting late. I actually think I'll be when I finish this bag. I think that might be it for today. It's been over 2 hours, and there's progress, but it's yeah. Yeah, I trying to remember her name too. Now that you mention it, uh, I need a reminder. Honestly, Sean, I don't remember myself. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting you brought her up. I actually don't remember what the name was of his lady. Yeah, that's very interesting. Shazay, Renee. I would have to go back to watch the videos to remember her name. Maybe Marina remembers. I don't know. I really I'm so like unless I'm talking to someone in the moment and I get a spark of like, okay, this is who I'm talking to, this is the name. If I have to remember names from the past, especially if someone that I don't know personally, it's tough. Unless they're athletes. Um, Athletes are easier to remember because if you watch them a lot, you come across them a lot. Uh, Missing a piece again. Oh yes, Marina, definitely. Please get some sleep. Don't let us keep you here. It's very late. Um, Thank you for sticking around, though. Thank you. I'm really glad you stopped by. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hope you still get a good night's sleep. I know it's super late. Um, we'll definitely do this again. We're not done. Not even close to being done. I I will next video I post. I will definitely report on the missing piece. Absolutely. Thank you. Oh man, I can't believe I that piece was right in front of me, and yeah. But yeah, good night. Have a great night. Thank you for stopping by again. It really means a lot that um you were here for this video. Where is that missing piece though? I almost forgot about it for a second, and now trying to uh trying to figure out where it went. This this missing piece. Never give up on the land project. Yeah, absolutely. Never stop believing. You could definitely get in there. Yeah, I wish the Lego group were more receptive of us smaller YouTubers. I think they're missing on a group of people that like serve a larger, they serve a very big purpose in the community. Of supporting other smaller YouTubers because you know when like they only pick the large YouTubers, it's like the rich getting richer in a way, right? Where you're constantly supporting the big guys, but you're overlooking the little guys. Definitely, we'll see you in the comments. Absolutely. Um, yeah, so it's kind of sad that you know, they're kind of not paying attention to the little guys who support other little guys in this world, and like are I think that's the true form of community building, where if Lego were more accepting of like smaller YouTubers and smaller smaller not personal. All of us have great personalities. I meant to say smaller channels. I think there's a lot more value here in supporting smaller channels that truly support other small channels. Um, I know I'm kind of ranting now, but you know, hopefully Marina's able to get into land, and if Sean's interested in land, he gets in, and I know others in our group and other groups as well. Honestly, hope more people are able to realize their land dream. It's a cool program. It's not for everyone, obviously, but um, it's cool stuff, I guess. Uh, yeah, I'm going in circles now with my thoughts. have to be honest. Um, where is that missing piece? Now that's all I'm going to be thinking about. I'm not going to go to sleep until I figure out what happened to that missing piece. That's going to be the rest of my night. As much as I like winter weather, I am excited to get to spring where the days don't get dark at like 5 o'clock, and we could still see the sun later in the day. Yeah, I think it's also a lot more personal, and you're right, Sean. It's a lot more personal when you get to like speak to people like this, when they actually like speak back to you. Like it sounds weird when I'm sitting in the room. It feels like I'm talking to myself because I'm just reading the chat and responding. But it's like we're having a full on conversation. So I think it's really cool that we get to do something like this. Um, but yeah, it's like you do speak to legends. Yeah, no, it's cool. I definitely love this community and all you guys, and um, it's really nice that the people you see in the videos, like I said, Marina and MC, for example, that they just come by the chat. We just have this casual conversation. Um, it's super awesome. Totally agree. Yeah, I regard all of you guys highly as well. From Marina to MC to yourself, Sean, to Kim, who was here earlier. Even to Brixie, even though we've been talking about Brixie today, I regard all of them. Everyone does hard work to be here, and everyone deserves to be where they are. Um, so we're all on this journey, and as long as we're all kind to each other and support each other, that's all that matters in my view. But my fingers are definitely not cooperating with me anymore. They are really fantastic people. I agree with you. They actually they were telling me there's like a Lego event they have in the South in February. I think where they're based in Atlanta, Georgia, around there. They were telling me about it, and I was like, oh, I would love to visit to meet more people. Yeah, I don't know if you met Sean Burley Bricks, who was Ryan. He's a really cool guy too. He's based in the northeast U.S. here. He's Canadian. I actually got to meet him the other day at an event in called Bricks in a Six. He's really cool. He's a really cool guy too. I don't think he was in the stream today, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great people, a lot of crossover too. I'm just super appreciative of yourself stick around here with me as I struggle through this build, and everyone else who's supported me in the community, who who's doing their thing and are passionate about what they do, and they love what they do. It's really awesome to see. Okay, so yeah, you do what? Yeah, he's such a nice guy. Yeah, I was so happy I got to meet him in person at the event. He's super down to earth. I was it was like it was like meeting your hero, right? when I met him in person, I was like Ryan, I saw you on YouTube, Burley Bricks. Is this the famous Burley Bricks? And then getting to see him in person, and his build is super cool. Yeah, he's a super chill guy. Ryan, if you ever watch this or catch a snip of it, you're a really nice guy. I'm not saying anything about you. No, but yeah, he's super down to earth guy. Um, Super appreciative having met him too, and that's my goal is to one day hopefully get to meet all of you guys. Um, MC too. I know MC is based in southern U.S., so it's quite some distance, everyone. But maybe I'll go back to the UK one day so I can meet you, Sean, as well. But honestly, like that's my goal one day. Like you guys have been so awesome, like getting opportunity to meet all of you, whether through a Lego event or other events. That's my goal. Honestly, like I call it travel with purpose. This travel for fun and travel with purpose. My purpose is to meet all the great people I've met through this hobby. So yeah, MC is your idol. MC is such a funny guy. He's so goofy in such a good way. Yeah, I really appreciate MC and everything he brings to the hobby. Super down to earth. Always speaks his mind. You know, great guy. Everyone's great. Everyone here is great. Everyone is super awesome. Can't believe I've been doing this over 2 hours and I still haven't put up any of the support beams. I must be a really terrible builder. I really thought I would be further along by now. Oh yeah, you like the four season build that he's doing, right? The winter, spring, summer, and was it autumn? That build you were going to do something like that too. That's a really nice build that he's doing. I really like that. It says the elevators of the Eiffel Tower are greased every day with beef fat. Well, that's an interesting fact. It's a fact that I didn't expect to learn today, but I'm glad I did. You're right. I mean, honestly, I absolutely agree with you. I've had a great time today, having this conversation with you and everyone else who's joined as well. But you've been here the whole time, so I'm honestly super super blessed to have you in this conversation. And yeah, you're right. Conversation is better than having progress in this build. Now it's just every Monday. Now I'm staring at the camera. Every Monday that I'm gonna post the update, it's gonna be like, okay, Alex, how much did you get through on your build? Oh, just got through like 5 bags, 5 bags of the 20 that I was planning to do. But it's all good though. It's all about the fun we're having and you know not getting over the finish line in one stream. Because what's the fun in that? You want to enjoy yourself. All right, I think another support beam, and this one. And this is where I think I'm going to end it today. Yeah, it's a cool concept. 10 pieces a day to see how far it takes you. Yeah, I do like that concept. Um, yeah, that is true. You could follow along the build from day one to where he is today. All right, I think I will be ending this today. I think Kim and Curtis are the only ones who entered the raffle for the minifigs, so I will be sending the minifigs their way, which I know they'll be happy about. Yeah, I think I'm going to go catch dinner with my wife, and yeah, thank you for stopping by, Sean. Thank you, and everyone else who's watching along too. Really appreciate it. Have a great night, and try to do this again next week. We'll see how far we get. All right, I'll be making a progress video tomorrow. Thank you very much, sir. It was a pleasure speaking to you as well. I will see you guys next week.